Let's dive into the most jaw-dropping, top-trending WWE news picks that are guaranteed to blow your mind, including Cody Rhodes questions The Rock's authority on SmackDown, the best and worst of WWE SmackDown, 33-year-old WWE superstar calls for the RKO to get banned, WWE SmackDown star needs to listen to AJ Styles and turn heel, The Rock's antics on social media pushing fans to sell out arenas, Cody Rhodes finally breaks silence after slapping The Rock on WWE SmackDown, The Rock's crazy plans for WWE SmackDown, 1 week after getting slapped by Cody Rhodes. Let's jump right into it. First, let's look at the best and worst of WWE SmackDown. Best, a new feud on the horizon and a massive heel turn incoming on SmackDown. Bayley and Damage Control have accrued numerous adversaries since their inception in 2022. The role model found herself in a precarious position when her team, including Dakota Kai, turned against her. Recently, Bayley openly addressed the situation, expressing her profound disappointment at the betrayal by her former allies. Naomi, observing Bayley's interview, sympathized with the WWE superstar. However, Bianca Belair approached Naomi, asserting that Bayley's predicament was self-inflicted and dismissing any display of remorse as insincere. The EST of WWE reflected on her past encounters with Bayley and Damage Control, highlighting their disregard for her. Belair hinted at a potential heel turn when Naomi suggested forgiveness toward Bayley for her past transgressions. Belair, a former women's champion, adamantly refused to entertain the idea of reconciliation with her longtime rival. Her firm stance against Naomi's suggestion hints at a potential shift in her character towards a heel persona, which could inject new dynamics into the SmackDown Women's division. Worst, AJ Styles and LA Knight's feud seemingly taking a backseat on SmackDown. Following AJ Styles' unexpected attack on LA Knight at Elimination Chamber, Perth, silence permeated the aftermath. Despite not being scheduled for the event, the phenomenal one appeared suddenly, costing Knight dearly. Weeks later, LA Knight finally addressed the incident, leaving fans puzzled as to Styles' motives for traveling so far to assault the SmackDown superstar. Recently, AJ Styles broke his silence, shedding light on his rationale for the assault. He explained that he sought revenge against Knight for depriving him of a title shot. In response, Knight furiously took a chair to the television set upon hearing Styles' explanation. Recently, Knight was spotted backstage, brandishing a chair as he frantically searched for Styles. Their feud epitomizes the classic revenge narrative. Nonetheless, the build-up to their clash appears to have failed to captivate wrestling enthusiasts. Considering Knight's significant push in 2023, his current lackluster feud with Styles suggests that WWE may have missed an opportunity with him. With WrestleMania 40 approaching, fans hope that Knight and AJ Styles can elevate their rivalry to more compelling levels. Best, Logan Paul announces Prime sponsorship. Logan Paul, whether admired or criticized by fans, continually strives to refine his skills and showcase his status. The current United States champion commenced SmackDown this week by reflecting on his journey in the WWE, generating viral moments and envisioning future mega feuds. To the surprise of fans, he announced that his hydration drink Prime had been selected as the central ring sponsor for upcoming premium live events. He then unveiled the brand logo in the middle of the ring. This innovative concept of center ring sponsorship is unprecedented in WWE history. While the Stanford-based company has partnered with brands for match and event sponsorships throughout its decades-long existence, none have been on such a grand scale. Logan Paul's approach to his WWE career reflects his entrepreneurial and business-oriented mindset. With the emergence of TKO Group Holdings last year, speculation arose regarding the possibility of map branding. WWE has introduced subtle alterations to its programs over the past few months. However, details regarding the extent and potential outcomes of this initiative by the Stanford-based promotion remain undisclosed. Worst, Dragon Lee is losing momentum despite SmackDown win. Dragon Lee's most recent appearance was at NXT Vengeance Day last month, where he vied for a rematch for the North American Championship. Legado del Fantasma had been asserting their dominance on the blue brand in the absence of Rey Mysterio, who was sidelined due to injury. The WWE Hall of Famer made a comeback last week and intervened during an assault on the Latino World Order, signaling his readiness to compete once more. Backstage, Santos Escobar and his faction mocked Dragon Lee for attempting to emulate Rey Mysterio. They belittled the contributions and legacy of the Latino World Order before pushing Lee to the ground and departing. Following his triumph over Angel in a memorable singles match, Dragon Lee's celebration was abruptly halted by an assault from Legado del Fantasma. Dragon Lee captivated fans with his high-flying maneuvers and luchador-style skills in the ring. However, it appears that his presence and impact on the main roster have diminished over time. With his return to SmackDown, fans anticipate the emergence of a compelling feud and a promising future for the young star. Best: Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins standoff with The Rock and Roman Reigns. Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins made an appearance on SmackDown this week to address The Rock and Roman Reigns, following the Brahma Bull's response last week. The two members of the Bloodline appear on the show surrounded by security, ensuring there would be no untoward incidents with their Raw counterparts. The Rock made a captivating entrance onto the blue brand with thunderbolts flashing across the Titantron, seemingly referencing his Black Adam character. Rhodes and Rollins entered the arena through the crowd, highlighting their popularity. Rhodes began to address the crowd, but was interrupted by the People's Champion, who proceeded to mock the duo. In response, Seth Rollins retorted, accusing a 51-year-old of having a midlife crisis before accepting the challenge for a tag team match at WrestleMania 40. The Rock taunted Cody Rhodes about his family and suggested he was not living up to their standards. This prompted the American Nightmare to slap him before the show concluded. The segment on SmackDown marked the first time all four stars were in the ring together amid their ongoing feud. With WrestleMania 40 just around the corner, the confrontation lived up to its hype. With the stakes higher than ever, the outcome post-April 6 and 7, 2024 remains uncertain. Next up, 33-year-old WWE superstar calls for the RKO to get banned. A prominent WWE superstar has voiced a desire for the company to outlaw Randy Orton's signature move, the RKO. During an episode of SmackDown, the Viper surprised KSI, a friend of Logan Paul, with an RKO, drawing the ire of Grayson Waller. Waller, a WWE superstar, subsequently took to his official Twitter account to advocate for the banning of the RKO. Below is the tweet in question: "Ban the RKO." Randy Orton has previously discussed the origins of the RKO in various interviews. In a notable instance last year, he was a guest on Logan Paul's Impulsive podcast, where he recounted the story behind the creation of the RKO. Here's an excerpt from his conversation. "Those moves inspired me in one way or another for me to come up with was the RKO," Orton said. "Essentially what it was is I blew my shoulders out early in my career. I had 3 shoulder operations." Orton's inspiration for the RKO stemmed from observing Diamond Dallas Page's Diamond Cutter and John Laurinaitis' Ace Crusher. Regarded by many fans as one of wrestling's greatest finishers, the RKO has propelled Orton to victory over numerous top competitors. With 14 World Championship titles to his name, the Viper is a virtual certainty for induction into the WWE Hall of Fame in the future. Next up, WWE SmackDown star needs to listen to AJ Styles and turn heel. AJ Styles has embarked on a ferocious streak since his return to WWE SmackDown several months ago. During the build-up to Royal Rumble 2024, the former multi-time world champion appears to have revived his lone wolf persona, which has caused a rift between Styles and the OC. Observers noted on WWE SmackDown this week that the OC has officially disbanded. In a digital exclusive posted by WWE, Michin appeared distraught following her defeat to Tiffany Stratton. When approached by Byron Saxton for comment, Michin expressed her frustration. "I don't know. I thought I could fix everything and I can't. I don't know what to do, Byron. What you want me to say? Give you a master plan? I don't know. I have too much stuff to figure out right now. I don't know," she said. A consistent string of defeats, combined with the growing friction between AJ Styles and the Good Brothers, might pave the way for a potential heel turn for Michin. At 34 years old, the superstar hasn't embraced a heel persona since 2021, when she adopted the Reckoning character as part of Retribution. Perhaps influenced by the mounting negativity surrounding her, Michin could shed her cheerful, lighthearted persona and delve into a darker character on WWE SmackDown. Next up, The Rock's antics on social media pushing fans to sell out arenas. In a recent interview, former WWE manager Dutch Mantell discussed The Rock's impact on the company's current business trajectory. The People's Champ recently secured a lucrative deal with TKO, earning a seat on the board of directors. Since then, he has been prominently featured on WWE TV, making multiple appearances on SmackDown. Additionally, The Rock has actively engaged with fans on social media, leveraging his massive following to promote ongoing storylines and solicit reactions. During an episode of Sportskeeda Wrestling's Smack Talk, Mantell liked the current state of WWE to the Attitude Era, noting that the company has struck a chord with fans, resulting in packed arenas week after week and a highly profitable period for the Stamford-based corporation. This show reminds me a lot of the Attitude Era, especially that interview The Rock did today on social media. Now people are responding to that. They're filling it up, all the stadiums, all the arenas are full. I'm really enjoying this little run. I think this run, if they play it right, will last quite a long time for them because they are doing it right. Next up, Cody Rhodes finally breaks silence after slapping The Rock on WWE SmackDown. Cody Rhodes has broken his silence following the dramatic events on tonight's WWE SmackDown. The Rock and Roman Reigns of the Bloodline confronted Rhodes and Seth Rollins in the final segment of the episode, escalating tensions. The confrontation reached a fever pitch when Rhodes, consumed by rage, delivered a resounding slap to The Rock. Taking to Twitter, Rhodes reacted to the moment, tagging WWE in the post and sharing a screenshot of the intense encounter. The Rock's disparaging remarks about Rhodes' family, including deeming Cody's birth a mistake, pushed Rhodes over the edge, leading to the dramatic slap. Fans appeared to be electrified by the bold action, as evidenced by their enthusiastic reaction to the altercation. The largest tag team match in WWE's history has been confirmed. At WrestleMania XL Night 1, The Rock and Roman Reigns will join forces to face Rhodes and Rollins. Rhodes and Rollins, former adversaries, have forged an unexpected alliance in their quest to challenge the Bloodline. The outcome of this monumental clash at the show of shows remains uncertain, leaving fans eager to witness if Rhodes and Rollins possess the capability to overcome the Bloodline. The Rock's crazy plans for WWE SmackDown 1 week after getting slapped by Cody Rhodes. The latest episode of SmackDown concluded with a significant moment as Cody Rhodes delivered a resounding slap to The Rock in response to a personal insult from the Hollywood star. The Great One is scheduled to appear on the next Friday's show, where he is expected to address Rhodes' actions. According to reports, his response could mark the revival of a legendary segment from his Hollywood Rock days. While this segment predates SmackDown, reports from WrestleVote suggest that next week's episode may feature the Rock concert for the first time since 2013. However, it's worth noting that the announcement of such a segment usually occurs a week in advance, which hasn't happened yet. The absence of an announcement doesn't necessarily imply that the concert won't take place. WWE might have chosen to delay it to let the storyline develop naturally, without overshadowing Cody Rhodes' slap. According to sources, the much-anticipated return of the Rock concert could light up next week's SmackDown, live from Memphis, TN. I'm told this idea has been brewing for weeks, wrote WrestleVotes. The notion of the concert has allegedly been in consideration for weeks, suggesting that the Great One might personally announce it. He could utilize one of his social media promos for this purpose, as these have become must-watch events, particularly for his response to being slapped in front of a global audience. And lastly, Cody Rhodes questions The Rock's authority on SmackDown. Wrestling veteran and former WWE on-screen manager Dutch Mantell shared insights regarding Cody Rhodes' confrontation with The Rock on SmackDown this week. It was a significant episode featuring The Rock, Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, and Seth Rollins in the same ring. Before accepting The Rock's challenge, Cody Rhodes questioned his authority, pointing out that he had acknowledged Roman as his tribal chief the previous week. On the latest installment of Sportskeeda Wrestling's Smack Talk, Mantell expressed that WWE is currently in a favorable position. He emphasized the importance of the creative team listening to the fans to sustain this positive momentum. All they gotta do is read what the fans are giving them. Just read the rune and it'll tell you exactly what to do. I think creative at this time and Triple H, they know exactly where they're going. They'll make some minor adjustments between now and WrestleMania. The wrestling veteran also commended Cody for effectively questioning The Rock's authority, noting his skill in planting seeds of doubt within the Bloodline. He speculated that Rhodes' actions could potentially ignite a power struggle within the faction. I was wondering, what are they gonna do in this match, really? I thought it was already accepted. Then Cody comes out and says, "Do you have the authority to order that match?" Which was a thing if he joined the Bloodline last week. He was an underling and he acknowledged Roman. He was asking, who's the leader here? The people knew what he was talking about. Good show. Rhodes and Rollins officially accepted The Rock's challenge this week, setting the stage for a blockbuster tag team match on night 1 of WrestleMania. The outcome of this match could have significant implications on the main event of night 2, making it a must-watch for fans. As the show concluded, Cody delivered a resounding slap to The Rock in response to his insensitive remarks. It remains intriguing to witness how the Great One reacts to the events that unfolded this week on the Blue Brand. Are you looking forward to WrestleMania 40? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe for more wrestling content, and we'll catch you in the next video.